been raining here pretty hardcore. It let up a couple hours ago, and that's why I dipped out to try to get a walk in, do my neighborhood perimeter walk. Oh fuck! Do I have to stop at ABC? I think I do. All right. Well, we're gonna go in, but what I'll do is I'll put the phone down when we go in there. I'll make it fun. It'll be a fun thing. I'm trying to be a little less silly with my presentation, but it's hard because things are so effed up that it's you kind of have to maintain some silliness. Otherwise, I don't know what happens to you. You know, I don't know what happens to you. I mean, if you try to face this fucking place here with reason and logic and try to have empathy, you're gonna have a tough time. You know what I mean? You have to maintain a little bit of insanity. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would be someone of stronger moral character. Not moral character, but just, I don't know, just strength period could kind of deal with it better. But it's just, for me, it's kind of too much, you know? It gets too much, and I have to maintain that silliness and that craziness, you know? You have to. I think 90s recording artist Seal said it best when he said, my tribe scarred my face in a ritual. No, when he said that you're never going to survive unless you get crazy. I didn't know what he meant. I mean, I thought it was just a goofy, like, you know, song, right? But it's, I kind of understand it now. You know, it's more, I understand it now. No, guy going crazy over here. Just the average situation at the ABC. I'm gonna just put you down on the floor, and I'll fill the area with like memes and shit, so you don't have to do. Hang on a second. Bye. Well, I'm not going anywhere. How you doing? Oh, I've never seen that monster before. Oh, is that alcohol? That's alcohol. Water. I gotta stop with the fucking monster, man. I'll get a hold of the Red Bull just for later. All right, going down. I'm putting you down again. How you doing?
How are you?
Not bad. Can I buy a bag, please? Thank you.
643.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. That was exciting, right? Well, it was something to do, I guess. Pop in and out. Yeah, they have they never used to have security at the ABC. That's a post lockdown thing. along with a lot of the other bullshit that came with the post-lockdown, which it talked about here. It's too much. So I gotta give that a rest, you know. You know, a lake forming there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. There's some stuff going on in my building now too, where a bunch of my neighbors are having to leave because there's like a mass selling of the units going on. The landlords that own these units, and I was talking to one neighbor. I gotta talk to him more about it, or someone. I've heard a little from a few different guys, but I get the feeling that there's one entity buying a lot of units, and what's happening is people having to move out because the units are being sold. And one of my neighbors was telling me that there's been a change in the leasing regulations or something, and that's what's prompted this big shift in units. Nia knows the family that owns our units. She grew up with them, so they're not selling, but it seems a lot of other people are, because a lot of people that own the units. Oh, hold on a second. Has this been like this the whole time? Oh, there we go. Who own the units don't even live here. You know, they live like somewhere else. So something happened. Some kind of incentive was put in place. And so you know where my mind's going almost immediately, to the thing I've been reporting on and following for a couple of years now. What I'm trying to figure out, and hopefully I'll get some more information on it soon, is who's this entity that's buying up all these spots, and if they are in fact related in some way, this development company everyone's selling to, if they're related to the government in some way. It's kind of strange. Like, there have been people walking all around the building, preparing the units to be sold, telling people that they have to move out, blah blah blah, this and that. The guy right next to me, who's really cool, like my immediate next door neighbor, who's, oh man, he's a real good guy, and he's more like a friend than a neighbor. He's got to go because they're selling out the unit. So now it's going to open up a lot of spaces, and I have no idea who's moving in there. You know, so we've been talking about moving out for years now, and we've said this year will be the year that we finally do it. It's just a case of going through all the crap, you know. We have the money to do it. It's just a matter of finding the place, wanting the checks, making sure that where we move to is, you know, isolated enough in our own area so we can close the door and not be involved in stuff. We were staying at my friend Cheeto's house a couple weeks ago because our plumbing went out. Cheeto's from Zimbabwe. She's actually from here. She's here, Zimbabwe to Philly, Philly to here. Really cool, Christian. We talked a lot about the Bible, and she actually gave me some pretty good insights about things I never thought about before. But anyway, we were staying at her place, and we're like, wow, isn't this great? And she gave us her bedroom, because she's cool, like that. And she was sleeping in the living room, or her roommate's room or something. And we were out out in her room, in her bedroom. And there are these windows there that look down onto the street. It's like right up the street here. And we're like, wow, this is great, you know? And all of a sudden, I hear this voice. And it sounds like they're right next to me. And I look out the window, and right outside the window is the neighbor's lanai, a porch, right next to the window. Like, if that guy looked up at me, our eyes would be locked. I could have, like, tossed him a softball. Or a set of keys or something. They were right there. And I'm like, wow, I never would have known that. I never would have realized that. So that's the kind of thing you have to look out for, too, because it's like, you don't know. You have to look at all those things. You know, because you go into a new, hey, how you doing, man? You go into a new place, and then it's like, you don't know something like that. I would never have known that until it happened, until I could hear the person. I looked out the window and saw it, you know? So, yeah, but it's coming to a point where we kind of have to, you know. This building has a lot of activity anyway. There's always, in the years I've been here, there's so many new people coming in and going all the time, and I don't know who's around me. You know, I want to have an area where, you know, there's a lot less, because what's going on here is probably Airbnb stuff. But if this development company is buying all this stuff, well, I don't want to speculate on it until I know more about it, but yeah. I feel like it's just going to hasten our exit, you know? Which is a good thing, because we need a change of scenery anyway. But it's starting to rain now. I'm going to head in. Thanks for dropping by. I'll have something good next time. I say that every time. Don't blame the teacher. Blame the school.